Dad, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Dad, I need to talk to you also.
All right. Well, let's go out with a simple talk.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'd like to welcome everybody to It Takes a Simple Talk. My name is Willie John Cole Jr. Today I got my two sons with me. What's your name, young man?
We got my son Cole,
And what's your name, young man?
Mason Malik Cole.
Mason Malik Cole. Today we enjoying this beautiful Sunday, man. It's kind of cool and breezy, but it's beautiful. Just got back from church and you know, shout out to my brother, Pastor T, Pastor Tyrone, Charlo. Uh, man, I want to invite somebody to church, House of Restoration, every Sunday at 10 a.m. in the morning. If you're free and you want to get a word from God, feel free to come in, man, and get the word, man. A very good pastor. Like I said, Brother Tyrone, man, very good pastor. Oh, so let's get into it. Some may ask what I mean by it takes a simple talk. I want to ask Mason. Mason, what you think it takes a simple talk mean?
Learning and learning discipline, respectfulness.
All right. Guy, what you think it takes a simple talk mean?
Taking a simple talk is like it's just a simple talk to like learn something.
To learn something? All right. What about if I say this? It takes a simple talk for us as a dad and well, as a father. There's a difference between a dad and a father. As a father and his two sons, it takes a simple talk for us to understand each other, right? It takes a simple talk for a mother and a daughter to understand each other, a mother and a son. It takes a simple talk to deter somebody from doing something bad that they might regret for the rest of their life. It takes a simple talk to get somebody to go to church. It takes a simple talk to get somebody to go to rehab or, for anything they might be going through in their life that they need help with. It takes a simple talk just for anything, man. It takes a simple talk. Just whatever you could put, it takes a simple talk to, you could put it to that. That's what it takes a simple talk, man. Today we're gonna be today's topic is about respect. But before we get into today's topic, man, I want y'all to like, share, comment, and follow this page. So let's get into it. So have you ever felt disrespected? Have you ever felt disrespected? So I want you to tell me a story about the time that you felt disrespected. And if it got anybody name in it, we go keep their names out of it. But I want you to tell me a story about a time that you felt disrespected.
Uh, the time I felt disrespected was when somebody like they just fussed at me like just to get me in trouble. Or, like they just tired on me and like and that's disrespectful because like I'm not doing it to them, but they're doing it to me. Like they're just messing with me so I can get in trouble, and they stay out of trouble.
Okay. What about you, Mason? Tell me a story about a time you felt disrespectful. But like I told Kai, we gonna keep people names out of it. We don't want nobody to feel offended or no. We just trying to talk about a time that you felt disrespected.
I felt disrespected at school because every time I make good grades, people always get jealous of me and call me a nerd. Sometimes they'll always be bullying me the way I look, my teeth. But I don't really care because I'm not the one who's failing. I'm the one who's passing and trying to go to the seventh grade.
All right. So you think those that the people that's teasing you and stuff and calling you a nerd because you making good grades, are they the ones making the bad grades?
They want to make bad grades, that's how it does and stuff.
Okay, you tired of the ones that's tattling on you and saying that trying to get you in trouble. Maybe is that the person? Is that the people that's really the ones cutting up and just trying to point the finger at you? All right. What does respect mean to y'all? What you think respect mean? Tell me what you think respect mean.
Respect means being obedient, listening, following rules, not making your own rule and not breaking no rules. Because if you break the rule, something that you don't want nobody to break, they can break it.
Okay. And Mason, tell me what you think respect means.
Respect means always, if you respect others, they can possibly respect you in a good way. And they'll be disciplined, and they'll always have you back there, study with you, read the Bible with you, and they'll always be outside of you, and being a leader instead of a follower, and they can make themselves better.
Okay, all right. So respect means treating others with value, dignity, and consideration. Respect is not given, it's earned. You have to treat people with respect in order to get it, right? Okay, so I want to talk about this. Sometimes I see and hear a lot of kids being disrespectful to adults. Sometimes I hear them being disrespectful to their parents. You know, their parents will tell them to do something and they be like, oh, I ain't doing that, or why I gotta do that? Well, why you gotta do this? Because it's an adult and they told you to do it. Not actually telling you to do it, but asking you to do it in a respectful way. So respect goes a long way. So if you don't respect the adult or your parent or whoever it is, how you expect to get respect back? It just don't work like that, you know. And what's the importance in the discipline? What's the importance in disciplines on respect? Like why does respect matters to you?
Respect matters to me because it like treat others the way you want to be treated. If you don't respect somebody, they ain't gonna respect you. So if you want them to respect you, you gotta respect them. So which means that you can't be aggravating, you can't be annoying. But some people like that, they're not respectful because they act like they don't care, but in their head they actually really care. They just doing that because they by their friends.
Okay. Mason, what's the importance of respect and why you think it matters?
Respect matters because of the good values you get turned back to you. So if you read the Bible and go to church Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Sundays, God will see that and He'll watch over you and make sure you're doing the right thing. Not being a follower and always being a leader and leading yourself to the right path in life.
Okay. What about this? Respect matters because it builds trust and stronger relationships. Y'all think that? It builds trust and stronger relationships. Another one is it improves communication, less conflict, and more understanding, right? Meaning less arguments and more understanding. It builds that type of communication, right? So you got to respect each other to come to agreement on certain things. So that's what you call respectful communication. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
And another one is it creates better environments at home, school, or in the community. You know, at home with your parents, with your siblings, at school with your peers, teachers, and in the community. As we all know, in the community, you know, if you tell somebody the wrong thing, you know, they might want to go up and do something to you, you know, and now they life is in the person who told that person something, their life is in danger, or now, you know, just a big old commotion of just not having respect for one another. So it's good to have respect for one another because respect goes a very long way. But remember, respect is not given, it's earned through the trust of other people, through the respect of other people. Y'all got that? Okay, let's move on. So, how does respect from you towards adults look? I'll answer that. So, tell me, how do you respect adults?
How I respect adults is following their rules because they're older than you and you're not supposed to be like the parents to them. They're your parents. So telling is that the same way of being respectful to an adult is following their rules.
Okay, Mason. What does respect from a youth look like to an adult to you? Like,
Well, to me, it's like being responsible to adults, making the adults happy, and seeing that you raised by a good family that always go to church and always be obedient to their parents, grandkids, and nephews. So what they're thinking is that you living a good life by going to church and always being respectful to your elders, saying yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, no sir.
okay, so this is one listening without interrupting. So when somebody tell y'all something, when an adult tell y'all something, y'all got to listen without interrupting. Like y'all get what I'm saying? So
Yes
if I'm
sir.
telling you something, or if I'm telling you something, you got to listen without interrupting. That's how come God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so you can listen more than you talk. Okay? Another one is following rules. Y'all know what following rules means?
Yes sir.
Everybody got rules. You got rules at home, rules at school, rules in the church, rules at work, rules. Wherever you go, they got rules. You got to follow those rules because if you break a rule, then there's consequences behind breaking those rules.
I got one too.
What you got?
So like rules, I gotta know like rules is like technically like a law too. Other
Okay,
rule,
yeah.
and you can't break it.
Right.
Other rule.
What you got?
Rules of my house, what my dad told me is to take the trash out, cut the grass. It's not. Let me tell you something. It's not all about money. It's about helping others, cause they can help you back in
Right,
return.
right. What you give is what you get back, right?
Yes sir.
You got to give to receive, right? And sometimes giving is not always about receiving something back in value. Sometimes sometimes giving is receiving something back from God. You feel me?
Yes sir.
Y'all got that? So if you do something for somebody, you know, if you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, don't expect no money or nothing back from that, right? Just expect and not expect, but know that God is gonna bless you for that. Okay? All right? Another one. Using polite language and tone. What I mean by that. Mason, go clean your room. I'm ready to clean my room. Like you think that's polite language and tone? Not saying that you do that, I'm just saying. You think that would be polite language and tone?
No sir.
Oh God. Take the shop back and go vacuum mama car. Oh, I don't wanna go do that. I wanna sit in the house and watch TV. You think that's a good language and tone? I'm not saying that you do that, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? The example that I'm trying to use? Okay. What's some of the challenges that youth face? So if I was to ask you that, at school, what are some of the challenges that you might face, huh?
I really don't know. Probably
Take a guess.
you have to go to mission first.
You have to go, well, we're going to come back to Kai. We'll come back to Kai. What's a challenge at school that you face? Meaning, like, what's something that not just you go through, but you see a lot of other kids at school go through? You know, I know y'all be playing basketball with other kids and stuff, that y'all meet other kids from other towns and stuff. What's some of the challenges that you see other kids face?
The challenges that I see other kids face is like sometimes other kids will bully them and see how you from a different state. Nobody don't want you here. You're not from the United States. Like they could be from China. Still be respectful because you don't know what they're going through in China. They could be having a war and you don't know that, and you're making them be all mad and sad of themselves because they're making them look like a fool, but they actually not.
Okay.
I got it. I got 2 of them actually. So challenges that I go through sometimes and that I see other kids go through is like when we go against new teams for basketball, half of my team be half nervous. They be nervous or they be anxious because like most kids they see that they taller, bigger, and stronger.
And y'all get intimidated by that.
But at the same time, some people say size don't matter, and size do, but size actually don't matter because the smaller kids actually can be better than the strong ones and the big ones. They just get nervous because that's what they think, but they actually don't know. And another one, another thing is like I see kids they always forgetting things, like they getting fussed about it. So like meaning some kids they lie most of the time. So like whenever they telling them the truth, nobody not gonna believe me. Like the boy who cried wolf, they all thought that that he was lying to him, but he actually told the truth. So like some kids they tell the truth, like they left their water bottle at home and they need some water, but the teachers think that they actually do got their water. They just drunk it all and they want some more. So that's what I got.
Okay. What about feeling misunderstood? Huh? Like if you say something and you feel like nobody understand what you're saying. What about that?
Yep.
Okay. What about wanting independence? Like meaning letting you try to do stuff on your own without thought having to tell you to do these things. I think that's another one.
Say it again, please.
Like wanting independence, like you learning how to do things on your own. Like if you go wash the dishes and I don't have to come back and be like, well, you didn't do that right. I don't want you to do that right now, but you took the initiative to go wash those dishes. That's like, having independence on your own. You feel me? Or like uh cleaning your room or putting your clothes in the washing machine, whatever it is, that you want to have independence to do. You get what I'm saying? What about being dismissed too quickly? Like if you be talking to me or something, I'll be like, man, listen, man, go ahead, bro. Or like if you talking to somebody else, and they be like, go ahead, sit down. I do not want to hear that or whatever. You think that's something that you face as a challenge?
Yeah, so that's like disrespectful.
Right. So respect from adults towards you. What respect looks like from an adult. So listening seriously to your kids' thoughts. That's one of them. Avoiding talking down or dismissing feelings. That's the second one. The third one is giving trust. You got to give trust to our kids, man. I mean, if we don't trust them, then it's not gonna be good. So we got to trust our kids because we want our kids to trust us, right? So we got to trust our kids. Young people are still learning, but their voices still matter. Young people are still learning, but their voices still matter. What y'all gotta say about that? You think your voices still matter?
Our voices, yeah.
Why you think your voice still matter?
So that one person can listen, just like you said, God give us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You listen before you speak.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Kai?
Hold on, make sure one more time, please.
So you think your voice matters?
Young kid, yeah. So young kids' voice do matter because they still learning the things that they probably learning. You probably never learned that, so you actually learning a new thing from somebody that's actually younger than you. So, which means if somebody asks you the same exact question that little kid just taught you, you don't know it because it's giving you new ideas and new thoughts about things that you never learned before.
Okay. I'm gonna give y'all 2 common mistakes that adults make with kids. One of them is because I said so. So they be like, well, why? So if you tell a kid to go do something, they be like, well, why? You'd be like, because I say so. You don't think that's not giving them an understanding about what you want them to do. Because I said so. That's not the right way to answer that. You got to, a kid is learning. You got to sit down and explain to them why you want them to do this. is teaching them a responsibility. Because one day they gonna have kids, and you don't want them to be telling their kids because I say so. You want to teach your kids the respectful way of doing things. And because I say so, it's not one way. It's not teaching them. You got to explain to them why you want them to do this, or why this is like that, or why this is going this way and not this way. Just because I say so is not giving them an answer. So now they gonna be like, well, you know. The second one is not explaining decisions. You got to explain to these kids again what you want. You got to explain. So if I tell y'all, let me use a good example. If I tell y'all to go dig a hole in the ground and y'all ask me why, and I be like, because I said so, how would y'all feel about that?
I don't know the meaning of you saying like about digging a hole. Like I don't know what spot because I'm still a kid and I'm not learning like what to do, what to dig, what to do, or what to even go at to dig.
So, God, if I tell you to go cut that tree down, and then you ask me why, and I be like, because I said so, how would you feel about that?
I feel mad because they say they have multiple trees. I don't know which tree to cut down. I don't know why you want to cut the tree down, and I don't know where you want me to put the tree because they ain't gonna have nowhere to put the tree.
Right, so, and with these things, by me telling you to go dig a hole, and you be like, why that? And I be like, because I say so. Like, that's not explaining to you, like, why I want the hole dig. I might want the whole dig to put some posts in the ground. I might want the whole dig to plant a tree, you know. And you, if I tell you to go cut the tree down, you be like, why? And I'll be like, because I say so. Well, again, that's not explaining to you. You know, I might want the tree cut down because there's too much limbs falling in the yard, and we gotta mow around that. It might mess up the lawnmower blade, or the limbs falling on the house, or the tree getting old, and we don't want it to fall on our property and stuff and mess up anything, you know. But if I just tell you because I say so, that's not explaining to you why, right? So that's not respect from an adult towards a youth. You get what I'm saying?
See?
So how do we bridge that gap? Active listening, clear communication, patience and empathy, and setting boundaries that's respectful. Okay? Let's see. Respect goes both ways. It's not about age, it's about attitude. I want to ask y'all today, everybody that's watching, what is one way you can show more respect today, or if not today, starting tomorrow? Again, I want to ask everybody that's watching, what is one way you can show more respect today or starting tomorrow? I want to thank everybody for watching It Takes a Simple Talk today. Again, my name is Willie John Cole Jr. What's your name again, young man?
Look at my son Cole.
And what's your name again, young man?
This is Willie Cole.
And don't forget to go like, share, follow, and comment on this podcast. Peace.